Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com, the only platform where you learn to invest and trade in the stock market, plan your financial goals, invest in different financial assets, and grow with a community of knowledgeable investors. If you are not a part of the community yet, visit our website MPIinvest.com to join the community free of cost. Coming to the stock market, well, we did see the Nifty kind of in a better position last week, and as discussed yesterday, it was majorly powered by the IT sector as well as Reliance. Majorly, I would say Reliance because the way Reliance has been flying up to close to its 52-week high, things have actually been working magical in Nifty. Yes, so major power has been coming in from Reliance, and Reliance is right now very close to its all-time high. So because of which, market can actually be taking any direction this week. Like we had discussed yesterday, the Reliance movement is something very majorly important for the first 2-3 days of this week, and the rest of the week would be actually run by the central governments of different countries. Yes, because we have our own RBI monetary policy coming up, on 8th. So the details would be out on 8th, and we could see some major movements on that day. And then Friday we have the US inflation data coming in. So with all this, also in Europe, the inflation has been at all-time high, and there is some information awaited from there also on the rate hikes. So with all this, the second half of the week would be controlled by the central banks across the globe, and the first half could be Reliance, what we could watch out. So as of now, like I told you, Reliance is very close to its 52-week high. So there are many reasons why the stock can actually see some good profit booking. But apart from that, unless we get some very positive news, something more about Reliance, we might even see the Reliance breaking out. But chances of that is slightly lesser compared to the fall. So especially with the kind of market condition that's here right now. So that is something that we'll be watching out for. Our focus would be majorly on Reliance for the day's cues. And of course, the second part of the day, probably tomorrow, we could see more cues coming in from the global market as global markets will open today. Now, coming to the market, as of now, if you look at the US futures are already trading slightly higher, and SGX Nifty is at at 16,510. Yesterday I told you it was close to 16,400. So in morning trade, it has actually come up slightly, and right now it's trading slightly above 16,500. So 16,400 continues to be a major support right now. But if that is broken, we can look at 16,200, but that's not a very great support. But then major support would come in at 16,000. On the higher side, 16,700 will continue to be the resistance. Even though 16,700 was broken last week on Friday because of the major gap up opening, it could not sustain those levels. And so right now 16,700 has become a minor resistance, and 16,800 has become a major resistance. So these are two levels we can watch out on the higher side. So let us see how market go up, because of course there is a small positive news for Reliance, because Saudi Arabia has raised the prices of crude oil, and with that we could expect some positivity for Reliance today also. In fact, crude oil is touching almost $121 a barrel, so which is close to its all-time high again. So these are things which can actually give out some positivity to Reliance, even though it is not a great sign for India as a country, because a rise in fuel is going to directly affect the inflation, which already we are trying to fight out. So apart from that, they're coming to some stock specific news. Welspun Corporation is again in news, as they have received a contract of worth almost Saudi Riyal 490 million, right? So they've received this big order from Saudi Arabia, and this is valued. So if you convert to Indian rupees, it would be approximately 1,000 crores. In fact, they've been sitting with great order books already. So this additional new order is going to give more positivity, and we are already invested in Welspun Corp, so I'm sure we should see some rise that side. So this is something that can be seen as a positive side. Apart from that, this news is specifically for Propal. He was asking about Indian hotels yesterday, and in fact, there is there was a meet with the CEO of Indian hotels, and these are things that has come out. He says that they have a restructuring portfolio plan, which is called as Ahvan 2025. And as a part of this restructuring plan, they are hoping to open and scale up Ginger range of hotels. So all of you must be already aware, Ginger is one of the economy hotels by Indian hotels, and they are planning to scale it up and increase the numbers by additional 125 hotels in this year. And apart from that, the second brand of Indian hotels is Taj, which is one of the most iconic brands. In fact, it has been also been ranked as the number one strongest brands in India. So that is something amazing. So in 2022, this was done by Brand Finance and India, and they have ranked Taj as number one. And along with that, they also have plans of expansion of almost 200 hotels this year globally. So these are two things which is actually going to give a lot of positivity to Indian hotels. So looking forward to, of course, a great future with Indian hotels. That's exactly why I am still holding on to the stock. I am with along with most of the MPA members as well. Apart from that, NMDC is backing news. So of course, like we've been discussing in the meeting also yesterday, like Proshivana said, the steel prices have been coming down. So NMDC also has cut its prices for fines and lumps of mineral, and the price has come down by almost 1100 per ton. So that is of course something that can give slight negativity to NMDC. However, if NMDC comes down, I would look at adding some more. You know the reason why. The amazing dividends that we received were the first one, and second, of course, the valuations are kind of good for NMDC, and we could see some good rise in the coming months. So apart from that, one concern that I would say seriously is the way the corona cases are again rising in India. So things are not looking good there. In fact, the number of corona cases have been on the rise. In fact, we are also responsible because we have kind of stopped using mask at all. Yes, including me. So it is time we start taking some measures to take care of that, because even recently Maharashtra actually now has come out saying that they made mandatory wearing of mask as COVID-19 cases are rising. So similarly, other states also will join the bandwagon, I'm sure. But if things again start rising, this could again be seen as a slight negative in the market. Though COVID-19 is kind of a known fear right now, we may not see big falls because of that. But yes, rising COVID is not a great sign for the stock market, which cannot be, which can also kind of keep it stock market rise at base. So that's something that we'll look out for. So apart from that, Ukraine Russia continues. There is no sign of ending. Things are kind of more in control now with Russia, is what Russia says. However, there are a lot of countries again supporting Ukraine, especially USA, and things are not really good that side also. So like I've been telling you, there is no major reason why the stock market has to go up. But then this is a great time to start investing and continue to invest because the prices are so low. But then as things get better at the inflation level, as Russia-Ukraine war ends, and as Chinese economy is also reopening, we could see the entire trade across the global markets actually reopening up. So that's something that can be seen as a great sign, and we could see some rise probably only after 6 to 7 months. But till then, this is a great time to start investing if you have not started. And those who are invested, keep averaging some funds, averaging the stock value by adding some funds on a periodic manner, like we always say at MPA family. So that's it for me from my side. In fact, coming to the market today, like I told you, I will be watching out for a support at 16,200 and 16,000, whereas on the higher side, looking forward to 16,700 and 16,800 as a major resistance. So let us have a great day. Looking forward to a profitable day. We at Gold Club are already sitting with some good trades. One side is on positive and one side is slight negative, but let us hope things get stabilized soon and we move back to profit. So we will of course update about our trades here, just for your information. And at MPA family, we trade and invest together and make profits together. So have a profitable day. This is Srikant signing off. But before we end, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and share this with your friends to help them learn and invest together with us at MPA family. So have a great day again. Bye.